vindicate the ministry. So we believe a strategy should be put in place so that this system can be given directly to the beneficiaries.
Thank you, thank you. Any other one? Yes, there's somebody right in front of me here.
Yes, Honorable Minister. My name is Emmanuel from the National Star newspapers. He had just mentioned what I wanted to say, but there's something he also failed to mention. The ministry had realized that the state governors did not really release these palliatives to the people. That their goals and objectives for those palliatives were not met. As the ministry just exonerated itself and left it there, what is the ministry doing? Are they making moves through to the state governments to really ensure these palliatives are not just after coming with them, they should reach the desired goal of the people, or they're just
Thank you very much. Is there, okay, there is somebody by my left-hand side.
A very lovely afternoon to you, Honorable Minister, and all protocol duly observed. So many people have said it that, okay. My name is Zainab Khalil. I work with the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, here, the headquarters. And I produce a program called Street Children. And like the program, the name suggests, it's just about street children. Issues that affect street children and ways of offering solutions. When you stood up, you said a whole lot that your ministry does, and it's worthy of commendation. But then when you look at it, this group of individuals, the street children, Nigeria is a signatory to the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. And when we signed that treaty, we agreed that we're going to protect and safeguard the lives of children. Now, when you talk about children, people believe it's just about the Ministry of Women Affairs. Your ministry is about the livelihood of every Nigerian, and when we talk about social intervention, it has to do with street children. The recent NSAS protest, where people came out and we referred to them as hoodlums. We give them names, yet we feel we are the victims. Meanwhile, these children are the victims, to be honest, because when you look at it, we have really failed them. Society has failed them. My question to you is, when you look at Article 6 of the Convention on the Rights of the Child, it talks about every child has a right to life, survival, and development. We talk about discrimination. It's there also in the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. It's there in our Constitution. It's there in the Child Rights Act. What is your ministry doing to address the issue of street children? When you talk about intervention, when you talk about helping, when you talk about the vulnerable people, because we've gone around, we see that, yes, that child who is orphaned, the child in the IDP camp, consistently, they have people who come around and support them. You talked about the physically challenged people. There's a commission for them. There's a commission for IDPs. Please, what about the street child? Is there any way you want to come and maybe a framework, a policy whereby you can also bring them and also address their plight, because they have lots of plight? How do you work with state governors to see that we address the issues of street children? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Please go straight to the question so that others will have opportunity.
Honorable Minister, mine is just a plea. Yes, my name is Abubakar Atiku Musa. I worked with Youth Employment and Social Support Corporation, YESO, which was closed September. The ministry where this project was implemented is humanitarian. My thinking is that the ministry would have really better credit on this program if the minister will wade into a stalemate that now we are facing with respect to one of the intervention, that there is huge amount of money sitting meant for people, 24,000 youths that we have trained. It's a very huge amount of money for starter packs, and we're still awaiting approval for this money to be disbursed to these people who are now agitating and disturbing us. Thank you.
Thank you. Such matters, I believe you can always write to the ministry directly. Any other one? Any other one? Okay, this is the last one for now. Go ahead. Louder.
Honorable Minister, I want to call your attention, please, from the bottom of my heart. I've been to the Ministry of Agriculture.
Please, your name, your organization.
My name is.
We don't have it. Come again.
My name is Okoye Arez. I'm from Arez, Nigeria Limited. I'm a private sector. But we're very interested, great interest in the honorable. Please, I've been to the Ministry of Agriculture several times to canvass this position. It is important for us to feed the elderly displaced people. To us, major challenge. Let us reduce. We must learn to feed come here. Something should come here. We should call food producing companies like Eva Brothers and the rest of them to give us high-nutrient food. Because they are displaced from their regular homes. We don't feed them we should reduce what we call this feed them with what we call come here. It's a high, I was born before the war. I'm really the ones. And in fact, my father gave me the one you want to call that is the one where you see people who are so let us take come here. Corn, it needs to be made. To feed them. Even 1 meal a day will do a lot of magic for those population. That's one. Two, we should go gently, and it's a categorical imperative for us to really go to harmonizing, poverty alleviation, poverty reduction agencies in Nigeria, so that we should be able to coordinate better. There are multiplicity of agencies in the poverty alleviation agencies in Nigeria. Please, because the more we have these agencies, the more it creates problem for government to, manage these agencies. It is very urgent that it's a categorical imperative. We don't do that. And a serious reduction of poverty alleviation agencies, we can bring them to even one. Let us scrap all these agencies for better coordination and management. I feel pain when I look at this agenda. By now, we should have been able to live a better life. Please, in the Ministry of I thank so much the initiators of, the initiators who created this Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. Before that, we never had it. We are interested in building high-profile hotels and all those. That we want to impact on the socially displaced before we even talk of crisis.
Okay, thank you very much. We've had you.
And then
We've had you.
bring sociologists to also help to invite and mainstream these programs. And because they are trained sociologists, philosophers, and so on, let them bring them.
Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We will now revert to the Honorable Minister, who will answer your questions and the advice you also have. She has her permanent secretary by her side. She has her directors here.
Excuse me.
Wherever she wants anyone to intervene or to give you clearance as to the issues you raise, she will do so. Honorable Minister, the floor is yours.
She going up. All right.
Thank you very much. Yes, Madam, state your name. The first question was if we have a very effective monitoring instrument in place to see how we monitor the state governments, especially on the issue of hydrogen. The issue of this palliative something that we've never witnessed. So we have lessons to learn from here. have their data. And hope to improve on what we did going forward to make sure that we're part and parcel whatever we do in the state as regards to the distribution of any palliative going forward. One of our key priorities in the ministry is the issue of having an effective monitoring and evaluation mechanism in place. And we are working assiduously on that. And we hope that once the framework is fully developed, we will not have issues of monitoring some interventions in the state. The other issues on the engagement of the CSOs, yes, we have CSOs that we are working with, NGOs that we are working with, especially on the social investment programs. We have quite a number of them before, and even during the lockdown in the pandemic period. So we are working with the CSOs. And then the other issues on whether we have this ministry in the states. As a federal government, we have not established state offices for the state pipeline. In our 2020 program, we have state offices in the states, and we are working on it. It is also the prerogative of the state governments to decide the structure they put in place. For NEMA, we have state centers that we are working with. And even for the social investment programs, we have our focal persons in all the states that are being appointed by the state governments. And they have offices in these states. So I think this is the structure we have now. Going forward, we're going to establish state offices and zonal offices as well for the ministry. On the other question is on Empower. How is it monitored? Well, not only the Empower, the social investment programs, they have what we call independent monitors in all the states of the Federation, because the FCT, almost every local government, we have independent monitors that monitor these programs and report back to us on a quarterly basis. We also have the schools, especially for where this Empower graduates teach, and we get reports from the school authorities, whether these people report to work or not. The books are also being monitored, so we are strengthening that structure to be more robust, more effective, and more efficient. But we have independent monitors, we have external monitors, we have internal monitors, all that are monitoring these programs across the states. The other question is on policy. Yes, in my press briefing, I mentioned that we have developed a Nigerian affairs disaster management social development policy in the ministry. We are in the final stage before we take it to the cabinet, the federal executive of the cabinet for approval. Yes, I've answered the other issue on the roles that we are going to play to give these palliatives to the beneficiaries. We are enhancing our strategies. We have more participation with the state governments in the distribution of these palliatives. The other question from I think National Star newspapers is what is the ministry doing to ensure palliatives are given? It's the same issue. We're working on it. it. The ones that we give directly, we have done that. For instance, the ones that we take to the orphanages, we take directly. The ones that we give the aged, we give them directly. Persons with special needs, we give that directly. But for the ones that we give to the state, and don't forget that there was also a directive by His Excellency Mr. President that we should hand over to the state government during this public lockdown for all distribution in the government. So it was a presidential directive which we had to comply with. The issues that came afterwards, we have to really strategize. We have an effective response. Zainab Khalil is FRCM spoke of the street children. Yes, this is something that we take very seriously in the ministry, and we are working with the Ministry of Women Affairs and the Ministry of Education to ensure that the Child Rights Act is fully effective, and also we are working on the alternate school program, which I mentioned earlier, to take these children off the street, see how we can put them in kind of formal education, put them in social protection that we're talking about, because every child has a right to education and to its development. So we're working on it. In fact, the memo is before Mr. President. We are just waiting for his approval to kickstart that process of the alternate school program. It could be taking them back to school, for those that have gone beyond school age, we teach them skills on how to be better citizens and able to fend for themselves due to the economy of the country. Other question is the last question. Please remind me. I think Arise, right, on the issue of feeding IDPs with Indomie. As a government, we do not feed IDPs with Indomie. We do not. What we provide to IDPs through NEMA, you know, there are different categories of IDPs in this country. We have official and non-official IDPs, I'm sorry to say. For those official IDPs, we find them in the Northeast, especially in Borno State. That's why we have IDP camps. And these camps, we feed them on a monthly basis. We feed them with rice, beans, maize, and other condiments. This is what we feed our IDPs with. But that is not to say that donors who come forward to support, we cannot tell them what to give us. Give us IDPs to share, Indomie to share to IDPs, we do that. But as a government, we do not feed them with Indomie. We do not. So this is what I can say on this, and I think having rice, beans, maize, and other condiments should serve as a balanced daily diet for any home, not only for IDPs. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Minister. Thank you for those answers. I will just ask if you do have any question, please let's go. If you do not have any question, we'll close for now. Is there any question from any gentleman of the press? No? No? So, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for this opportunity. We want to thank you for the briefing. But officially, I would want to invite the Director of Humanitarian Affairs, the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Professor Badi Grema, to please come forward and give us a vote of thanks. Director.
Chief. How much? Oh my God. This guy. Excuse me, Kenny.
Why is my...
Yeah, what? Mun biya ba mu. Director ne ku ya bani.
Oh, sai da hada ka da su. Ya kai karfi na su. Tun kai yanzu ministry da ji labarin. Wallahi. Tun commission da ji labarin. Gaskiya. Ya yi sanyi. Wadi yaushe ya rubuta wannan abu? Ana gama ne dama ka zai ka shirye shi kada ka bari a mawuzin ka za ka fako ma kuma ka ce
We thank the Director of Humanitarian Affairs Department, Mr. Grema, for the vote of thanks. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are now coming to the end of this program. My name is Peter Dama. I'm a retired federal director from this ministry, and I want to say a very big thank you for your attention. However, we started with the national anthem, so can we now all rise at the count of 3 for us to recite the national anthem? 1, 2, 3.
Nigeria's God obey to serve our Father's land with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with hearts and minds, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
Well, we thank you, and we still remain seated.